Hello, everybody. My Reflux. It's fucking warm. Um,
Mm.
Ixion Saga. Is that this one?
Ixion Saga DT.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
forget the DT. It's important.
Mm,
Yeah, don't forget the Dote.
yeah. So I I
Your
have
apprehension
thoughts.
is all about the songs, okay? Just
Yeah.
get that out of the way.
Okay. So the lyrics for the opening song and the outro song are pretty good. Like, it's probably the best part of the show. I'm not gonna lie. It's
I didn't look at the ending lyrics.
uh
The ending is about a bunch of pretty boys, and the lyrics endings with pretty boys. So it's very self-aware.
Yeah, it's literally all of the, I suppose, villain group, though it's ambiguous in the first episode. All of them singing about how beautiful and handsome they are, and they're like boys next door, and isn't it great? And it's like, yeah, okay,
And all the clips are of them shirtless doing things.
yep. So that ending gave this show a weird tone to me that I'm probably gonna have to talk about once we've done talking about the synopsis for the episode. So this show has a very isekai video game world opening. It's
It's
hey,
based off an online game called Ixion Saga.
okay, so he's playing the game and he's fighting a dragon and he's like, I'm gonna do my super special ultimate attack, which I wrote down the entire name. World End Ultimatum Spreading 3-bar charge attack, which sounds like a kinky sex thing, I'm not gonna lie. It's that spreading word there that really changes the tone of that. But yeah, he gets attacked in the middle of his charging animation and gets salty about it and dies.
So this anime drew me in very quickly because that was my entire experience with Monster Hunter, which is what he's playing, Monster Hunter. Everything is just so slow and clunky, and the one weapon
And the one weapon that's
that's fast is terrible.
yeah. So he's in that fight and he loses and he wakes up in probably a safe zone or something, and there is a girl there. And she wants to talk to him, and they spend multiple hours talking in an online game, and she is emoting very expressively for a video game character. You would kind of be expecting her to do like the flossing dance for this entire conversation, but okay. Uh, so
A little too modern, but I'm sure that's going to appear in an anime at some point.
okay, yeah, this was like 2012, so the Carlton, I guess that was a thing at that time. So she invites him to meet up, and he's like, yeah, I can go wherever. I can go to anywhere in Tokyo, or like anywhere in Kanto, I think it was, if I can get it like a day pass or something.
Because he
Yeah,
wants to get laid.
basically, yeah. And he's also doing that snorting thing that sometimes is done by horny dudes in anime, which I just saw and thought, he is totally just breathing creepily into that mic, isn't he? That's
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's getting all of that. Yup.
He's not a very smart man.
These are the things you pick up on when you record an audio show every week. So, yay, how this has impacted me.
No one illustrate that now.
So, she's like, hey, I need you to help me in the real world or something. And he's like, sure, whatever. And his chair drops out from under him and he falls somewhere. And we get the opening, and The opening is a song about how much this guy wants to lose his quote-unquote DT. How he wants to lose his virginity, and he's relied on his right hand, but it's time for them to part ways.
That was the best part.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what? He has a goal.
Yeah, I guess so. So the chair drops out, and then we have the fantasy world scene of there is a dude who is escorting with like a squad of guards a woman and a little girl. And they get caught, and there's a fight, and they basically lose the fight and are about to be in like a last stand kind of situation. And then protagonist drops onto the villain with his chair, like imprint of a wheelie chair on the dude's chest, which is pretty good. I like that, actually.
It was a nice touch.
Yeah, just the detail of the chair coming in as well. That's...
And then the princess, the knight, and they that whole group grab him at the behest of the princess, who we don't really know she's a princess at this point, but it's pretty obvious for anybody who's familiar with tropes. And they grab him, chair and all, and drag him away.
Well, I mean, without the chair, dragging him would hurt.
Yeah, I know, it's great.
There's wheels on the chair.
It's nice.
So it works out.
Yeah, he has wheels on
Small
the chair.
wheels
They
that
go
would've
round and
caused it.
round.
They would have caused that chair to tip right over. Those wheels are small and the
Yeah.
smallest rock.
But you know what? I'd rather get dragged with a chair at my back than just my back.
Yeah.
Fair.
So he gets dragged away, and they have a conversation about what's going on. Like, who the fuck are you? I don't know. I'm from this place, and I don't know where that is. Oh, shit. And it's revealed that the little girl is the princess of wherever. Who cares? And he's mad about this because the princess should be an older girl who is pretty and has a lovely voice, like the woman that is there, who instantly points out, yeah, that's a dude dressed in drag.
It's a trap.
Was anyone else fooled for even a second?
No.
The tone of voice gave it away.
Which, you know, you'd think, like, I guess that's the point, that it's really, really obvious, because Japan has this whole thing of, like, women voice men a lot, so if it's very clearly a man voicing a woman, then it's supposed to be obvious. That's, yeah. So
Basically, it's not the team that he was expecting to find on the other side. Given
yeah, and it's building a theory that I'm just sort of, again, holding off until the end of the episode. But so they're like, yeah, okay, what the hell are you gonna do now, though? And he's like, so he basically just goes with them, and he stumbles on a rock and hurts his foot. So he's like, hey, I want shoes as my reward for saving the day, kinda. Like, okay, cool.
Oh,
Very practical reward, honestly.
Yeah. And during this scene, there's also the reveal that the princess is supposed to be getting married, and the other guys were like the military faction that are against that. And he's like, wait, how old are you? And she's like, I'm 8. And he's like, nope, that's illegal. I'd have gone with it's wrong before illegal, but okay.
It's like the exact opposite of that thing that you didn't like from last week.
Yeah. Like, okay, fair enough, I guess. Sure. Could have done without the fourth wall break, but sure. There are multiple of those in this episode. I'm not a fan, but okay. So he's trying on shoes, and they make terrible suggestions, except for the burly guardsman dude who makes a pretty fair suggestion. It's like a decent, sturdy pair of boots. You complained that you hurt your foot on a rock earlier, so maybe you want something sturdy, but no.
No, it's something an old man wear. I'm a cool young stallion. I need some good shoes.
Yeah, so he's very quickly jumps to the dickhead move of, hey, if someone else is footing the bill, I'll take the most expensive pair of shoes in the place, please. And
Kenchi 618 approved right there.
yeah. So he gets a dumb-looking pair of shoes with horns on them and shit.
It's like snakes. You get snakeskin boots with spikes on them.
Those are Kenchi 618 approved footwear right there.
They are pretty kick-ass looking boots.
I feel like you need to start being more selective of the things you approve of, Kenshi. That's... You're going down a slippery slope right here.
You don't know me.
So, the blue-haired dude who was the villain in the earlier scene is talking with his bosses, kind of, or compatriots, comrades, whatever. And he's like, yeah, I got defeated, and it sucked. I don't know how it happened. And they're like, wow, for this guy to lose, that must be a big deal. This guy must be pretty badass. And there's one dude that's kind of a jerk about it, but then everyone else is like, oh, shut up, dude. And the boss dude who has silver hair is like, yeah, I need to see this guy for myself. So back with our protagonist group, we have all of them just walking through the city, and guardsman dude is like, hey, we're being followed, and they're probably going to try and surround us. So run to the alley, like, quick. Like, I'll count to 3 and then run. And they do, and fighting ensues, and then more fighting ensues, and escaping and such. Pretty standard action scene. The maid drag queen has pistols, like
gun slam.
Yeah, I think it's. I still don't know the rules for this sort of thing, so I'm assuming it's fair to say drag queen because she is very, she is very upfront about being a dude. I think that's right. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I do think you go with, because she's not pretending to be a woman, not really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can I say trap? I just want to call it trap.
It depends who you ask. Yeah, that's the whole thing. So, they basically get away to the point where they can see the exit to the town, and guardsman's like, so protagonist is like, I'll go check. And he does, and it's all fine. And they're like, okay, cool. Well, we can't stay here, so... And then it turns out it's not fine, because silver-haired guy is there. Oh no! And they ascribe the duty to protagonist of protecting the princess while the other two fight.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What's the dude's name?
I don't know. I've been calling them protagonist dude, guardsman dude, drag queen, and princess so far. You expect me to know this guy's name?
It's ED.
His name
right,
is
yeah.
ED.
Yeah.
You've got DT and ED.
Oh, I just got that. Yep. Okay.
It's very important.
It's actually his character arc.
I mean, is it? Is that, like, it's Japan, so it's hard to know whether they actually mean the joke that I'm thinking of. So is it supposed to mean erectile dysfunction? Is that
Yes,
where I'm going?
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. I had to check. I mean, language.
His character arc starts by when he gets kicked in the balls in this episode.
Right.
I'm not even joking.
Okay. So, yeah, they try and fight him, and they fail. And so protagonist draws his sword and gets knocked out of the way instantly with his sword broken. And ED approaches the princess, but protagonist is like, no, I'm gonna stop you. And he's like, I'm impressed with your resolve. I will defeat you with my ultimate attack. And charging the ultimate attack thing happens again, planting and payoff. The protagonist kicks him in the balls while he's in the middle of the attack animation.
Full circle.
Yeah. Which, for the level of the writing and production values of this show, that was actually pretty decent. Like,
And he kicked him in the balls with those badass shoes.
Yeah.
With the spike on top.
yeah. Like, there are bits of the show that are really weird and not very well put together. Like, there was a point where all the characters seem to have decided to change completely what their tone character archetype is. Like, Guardsman dude was suddenly the peacemaker, and the drag queen was... I think she was saying something aggressive but was not aggressive about it, or she was aggressive and the line wasn't. It was very weird.
Guardsman dude is aggressive when it comes to protecting princess. If princess not in danger, Guardsman dude fine.
Yeah. Like, oh, that was... I took notes. So the drag queen's, like, was saying something that was really aggressive. Like, I don't know. I don't remember what the line was, but it was like a threatening line, but just completely without any kind of threatening tone. It was just a weird mismatched thing, only exacerbated by the guardsman just being completely nice guy all of a sudden, even though that's not what he's been up to this point. It was weird. Anyway. So protagonist steals that dude's sword, and they leave, and princess makes him her knight and such, yada yada. And yeah, it ends with saying that when protagonist dude kicked him, he took something precious, and there's an animation of golden balls and one of them explodes. So yeah. I feel kind of bad for him for that.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
We'll watch again.
Did you look at the lyrics of the ending?
Yeah, we talked about. Was that on the episode?
Yeah.
I don't remember whether we talked.
Yeah,
about it
but like it's his character arc starts here.
Yeah. Oh God, I wrote down one of the and the outro screams, "Give me some balls!"
That makes me chuckle.
So this is...
And he steals a sword, and then we end.
Yeah, and it's over, yeah.
Princess saying, "You're my knight."
So, for a show that is very upfront about the protagonist wanting to lose his virginity, this show has very few female characters that are anything even close to being...
First episode, dude.
I'm aware, but it's shown our protagonist team, which is 2 dudes and a little girl. Our villain team, all dudes, and it's very upfront about how handsome and masculine and muscly and such, and how,
That's the joke.
So, I don't know. Either this could... I'm very much assuming, but I feel like it's a safe assumption, that this show is not, let's say, Yuri on Ice and going in that direction. Right?
How do you mean?
Homoerotic.
No. It's... spoiler alert, he does not lose it at all but that's okay because he kind of rose up a bit. I mean, he still wants, but yeah, like the actual ending, the very end of this show is a gag where it's like 10 years later, he still hasn't lost his virginity, and then he gets back to the world, and second season, and it never happened. It's like, yeah, there's no second season happening.
Yeah,
It's kind of the joke.
My second thought was, I probably would have enjoyed this more if it was a female protagonist.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
I remember when I watched this. It's a funny show, and I enjoyed watching it. It's not like an amazing show, but it's a fun show where you can just enjoy a little bit of comedy and some gags.
Yeah.
I feel like the blue balling long running joke would be tiresome very quickly. But
we've seen a lot of shows that do that, and doing it but being funny about it is not.
I think the way it's handled is fine because he gets really frustrated with this thing, but like it is addressed. It's not like it's forgotten, but I like the way they handled it.
But that's the thing. If it's such a central theme that you make your entire opening song about it, it should probably be pretty freaking important, is all I'm saying. So,
or actually have some payoff when you end the show.
The payoff, quote unquote, does happen, but then the end gag is like 10 years later, like, oh, okay. It didn't actually happen. So, but that's a gag, so I don't know if... Consider what you want canon, I guess.
Like, yeah, it's inoffensive. I guess I'll go with it's not amazing. It did have some moments that actually made me laugh. Like the opening was great. Just for how far it completely fucking threw me, but the fourth wall gags, ugh. And like they even do the this is so stupid they wouldn't even put it in a cartoon.
It's been a long time since I actually watched this entire show, so I first watched it when I think it came out in, me and Casey looked this up, 2012, 7 years ago. I was in high school at the time. 17-year-old me loved the show a lot. So
that's fair. I can't blame you.
That's 17-year-old me's recommendation.
Yeah, like comedy-wise, I'd probably put this on a similar level to something like The Big Bang Theory. Like, yeah, it occasionally has moments that are like, that's actually pretty funny, but most of the time it's really pretty straightforward stuff, at least from what I saw in the first episode. I'll be fair. Like, Zero's watched a lot more of the show, so he knows better if I'm talking bullshit, but that's what it seems like.
There's some really funny gags in the show that take a lot to build up to. Like everything with the with ED, it just there's an entire like pretty hilarious character arc that I actually really like. But again, it's like a 7 or an 8 when it's not going to blow anybody away, but it's a fun watch if you want to just turn your brain off and get some comedy.
This seems a lot like High School DxD, but not done as well. Or maybe not with as many engaging characters.
Few things are done as well as DxD.
I tried very hard not to make that comparison.
I was honestly expecting it in the first 10 seconds. I'm proud of you guys that took this long.
Yeah. We all love DxD.
I don't, honestly. It's just kind of silly.
It is
and not like in a good way. I just noticed a comparison. A friend of mine is talking about it. So
yeah, I mean, it's silly, but very intentionally silly, and this one doesn't go quite as far to be as silly. but then occasionally goes way further. It's very strange.
It's a bit inconsistent. But, hey, at least it wasn't terrible and made us want to die.
Yeah, like another anime could have, for example.
Let's go rolling.
Yeah. Anime list. Please would you not give us something about rape? Just for a week. Just
Wait, what?
You weren't here last week. You don't know. Don't worry about it.
yeah, that happened again. So Slicey
just
used
know
his
the-
veto. That's about all you need to know about it.
Yeah, just know if you want to know more, watch the thing above the thing that we just did.
Or just read the comments on it.
Or watch it, so we don't have to. 12.
Oh my gosh.
He read the comment, didn't he?
He did.
Oh, it's great and terrible that it's right there at the top of the list of comments. Yeah, 37 is the number.
Okay, what letter is it? So I can get
It's L.
L. Okay, 37. All right, let's see what we get here. So yeah, Drew, you just suck on that for a few seconds.
I want to die.
26. See if today's any better.
Signs point to no. That's not an inspiring title. We'll see how that goes, but there it is.
We just get Lupin or something.
Well, Lupin would be like
As much as I hate Lupin.
Love Lab.
That's
familiar.
The
feel like we tried
Fujisaki
this
Girls
before.
Academy is known for their school body being composed of very proper students. The most prominent one of them is Maki, the student president who is admired by her classmates for her calm and polite demeanor. On the other hand, Kurohashi Riko is also admired, but for having a
blank.
penis?
That is where my mind went. I'm so glad I'm not the only
Yep.
one.
So, penis was not the end of that sentence, but the summary ended right there, so I don't know. Can someone pull up, like, anime list or something?
Okay, I got it. I'll read the full synopsis. At Fujisaki Girls Academy, Student Council President Natsuo Maki is the epitome of grace and perfection, admired by all the young girls who attend the school. One day, Riko Kurohashi walks into the Student Council room on an errand, only to discover Natsuo practicing her kissing techniques on a pillow, an act that's neither graceful nor elegant. Riko soon discovers that Natsuo desires more romance in her life, leading her to practice romantic situations in secret. Sympathizing with her, Riko agrees to help Natsuo with her research. Named Love Lab, the project practices the essentials of love and romance, such as bumping into each other accidentally and holding hands. Hallelujah. Soon, the entire council joins in on the fun in the Love Lab too. Through their research and real-life encounters, what will they learn about romance? Weaving together funny characters and comedic situations, Love Lab builds a story of friendship and romance, while never missing a beat with the laughter.
I don't want it.
So
I don't want it at all.
It's Gunshy Yuri is what this is.
Basically, yes.
I don't want this at all, but I want you all to suffer. I don't know which one's stronger.
I mean, the worst that's going to happen is it's going to be kind of boring. I mean,
Well, I've been going for 6 months without using my veto. I'm going to hold on to it.
I am too.
All right, so we do it then.
I guess we have to. I guess that's what this is, because we ain't group vetoing.
We know with certainty there are more offensive things on this list. So,
yeah, no, I'd rather save any kind of veto we have for actually terrible things
Thanks, Japan.
that aren't like entertaining terrible. They're just terrible.
It's full length.
Cool. All right. So next week we're doing Love Lab.
Nice.
Sorry?
I said I was actually really surprised to hear that it was full length. I thought this was a 5-minute kind of thing.
Yeah, it's good looking out checking that because that's
Yeah,
important.
full length ED.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys.
Bye.
Hate myself.